Hey everybody, it's Jason, and today I want to talk to you about this amazing digital business card system known as Shuffle. Any business can use it. In fact, anybody can use it for whatever reason. Today, however, I'm going to show you how realtors could use it. And at the end of this video, you're going to see why I believe every realtor should use it, and they should create a digital business card for every listing that they have. So let's get into the system right now. I'm going to share my screen. And this is Shuffle by Elify. So let me log into my account and show you how easy it is to create these digital business cards. Another nice thing about these cards as we're going on is you never run out of them, and you could share it with anybody you want. You could text it to them. You could also email it with them. So there's multiple ways to share it. Another nice feature which you'll see at the end is if somebody gets your card, they could forward it on to whomever. So really, they could pass your card out to an unlimited amount of people that could possibly use your product or service. But anyways, to begin, you want to create a card. And there's, as you can see, multiple templates to choose from. I'm actually going to choose this template right here, where you have a logo at the top as well as a picture and some information. But right now, as you could see, the Jane Doe name and the Learn More button is in blue. You could actually change that to whatever color you want. There's actually a color wheel to choose from. But for now, let's just choose this red. And we hit next. Once you have an account, you'll have a profile, and you could actually download the information from the profile right into the card. And so you want to title each card that you do. So for instance, this card you might want to call, let's call it 727 Tobago, because I'm actually going to use this card for this listing that I discovered on the internet. You have your name, your email, your phone number. Would you allow text and SMS messages to come through? Sure, why not? You want to list an alternative phone number? Go for it. You want to list a company name? So let's call this Sutton Group, because that's the company I found online to put this demo together. Subtitle, Realtor. If you want to list a business address, you can go for it. I don't, because people don't necessarily need to know where I live. Then you also want a paragraph or some kind of description. Well, the house I'm using for this place is this one right here. And all I'm doing is basically I'm going to copy the description from the website. So if you already have a description for a property, just take that description and you want to put it right on to the card. Actually, let me hit copy first. Go back into the card and paste it. So now you have a description of that right onto the card. Next thing you want to do, you want to get rid of this banner. This is in case you want to show off this Shuffle system to others, but we don't necessarily need it. So let's get rid of that. And you can see that the description is right there. So once that's all done, you hit next. Now you want to change the logo and the photo. So what I did earlier was I actually copied this logo for Sutton, as well as the picture of the house that I want to do. And so I just want to change the logo out. And as you can see, we're just going to upload the logo. And I called it Banner Sutton Heritage right there. Save it, and bam, there's the logo. Also want to change the photo out. So again, just upload the photo. And what do we call it? Tobago, I think. There's the house. You also want to make sure that the picture is going to be big enough to show it all. So this one I didn't test it ahead of time, but you get the idea. And hit save. So there's the house. So now we have the logo and a photo of the house. Hit next. Now this is where you're going to put any social media channels or pages you have. So if you have a Facebook page, you can put it there. A Twitter page. If you have a YouTube channel, you can put it there. Instagram, LinkedIn, any ways that people can get a hold of you social media wise, that's where you'd list them. Also, if you have alternative forms of communication, such as Skype or WhatsApp, Snapchat, you could list those there. And then this is another cool feature. You could actually list up to 5 different videos. The key, however, is the videos have to be on either YouTube or Vimeo. So what I did was I actually found a virtual tour of this Tobago court on YouTube. So what you want to do is you want to just take the URL of that video, copy it, then put it right into the YouTube link. Now you got the video right there. How cool is that? And you can name the video, so let's just call this virtual tour. Then if you have a website, you could also put that down here as well. And you could put something like, I don't know, whatever you want to call the button. Learn about other listings, maybe, or whatever you want. And then you just put the website here, and let's just call this, I don't know, do they even have a website? Well, you know, you get the idea. So let's just call this, I don't know, remax.com. This card's not even going to go live, but you get the idea. And so now you have a button there to go onto your website. So then you want to hit more, or I'm sorry, hit next, look it over, and you have the card. So then we want to save it. Takes a minute or two to save. And as you can see, there's the card right there. So now let's go into the card itself. You could preview it, you could edit it. Campaigns is really cool. Campaigns is basically the idea of a one-to-many, where if you want to slap this on a social media channel like a Facebook or a Twitter, you can do that. So let's just create a campaign for fun. Let's call this Tobago Facebook. Don't necessarily need a description if your name describes exactly what it is. Then how do you want to get notified when somebody looks at this card via Facebook or wherever you're putting it? Do you want to be notified each time somebody sees the card, or a daily summary? And then do you also want this to be notifying you via email or a push notification to your phone, or both? Also with a campaign, you can create a lead capture. So let's just call this Leave Your Info to Learn More. And also, do you want to get notified when somebody fills out that lead capture form individually or a daily summary, and also via email, a push notification, or both? Then once you create the campaign, you'll either get a QR code or you can copy a link. And then there's hot buttons to throw it on your social media. So for instance, if I want to put this on my Facebook page or a Facebook group, it does open up another window to put it on Facebook. For now, I'm going to copy the link actually and show you how this card looks a little different, because it is a campaign and I did create a lead capture component. There's the card, my name, company name, ways to get a hold of me, but at the very bottom you'll also notice now there is a lead capture component that people could fill out. So pretty cool as far as a campaign goes. What I'm going to do is I'm now going to attach my phone so you can see the screen on my phone and show you how that actually works as far as sharing it one-to-one. And you always want to share it one-to-one with a phone, not the website. So I'm just going to connect here. And my phone is now connected. I'm going to share my screen here of my phone. Let's go into my Shuffle app. So let me get out of this and start from the beginning. Here's all my cards. And there's that last one we created, 727 Tobago. If I click on the card, again, I could preview it. I could do a campaign. I could see stats, which I'll get into in a second. But if I hit send to card, you could either do a new contact, a contact already in your Shuffle phone book. You could create a QR code as before and create campaigns. So for now, let's just do a new contact. I'm just going to send this card to myself. So I'm just going to say myself. I'm going to put my phone number in here. and it's going to ask me, do I want to add this contact to my shuffle contacts? For now, I'm not going to, but I'm also going to text myself this message. This is a really cool thing because once you text the message, you could then schedule a follow-up reminder either from this point forward or from when they viewed it. So if I did a 15-minute reminder from viewed, it'll send me a reminder 15 minutes after they view the card, because some people might not see the card right away. And so then I sent it. So if I go into my text messages, I sent this card. Jason has sent you their virtual business card. So let's open it up and take a look. And this is live now, actually. I sent it to myself. There's the card. Ways to get a hold of me, a description of the house. Learn more about listings, so it goes to a website, and the virtual tour of the house. Also, if you notice that reshare my card button's at the bottom, so if I know somebody else that wants to see this house, I could just hit reshare my card, and now I could text it forward. How cool is that? Also, because I opened the card, it will give me a notification later on that I did open it and that I viewed the card. So that's pretty cool too. So that is basically Shuffle in a nutshell.